After almost 90 hours in Infinite Wealth, I'm here to tell you that you don't need to play that long. However, you probably should. Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth is the 9th mainline entry in the series from developer Ryuga Gotoku Studios and SEGA, which sees you entering the shoes of Ichiban Kasuga once again. Last seen in 2020's Like a Dragon, Kasuga is now a freelancer at Hello Work, helping former Yakuza back on their feet. It's not long, however, in classic Kasuga fashion, that the good times end and you find yourself out of a job and quickly tasked by a former ally to head off to the sunny island of Hawaii to search for a mysterious person. It's from here the real adventure begins. This new location to the Like a Dragon series definitely breathes a fresh sense of life into the world, with Kasuga quickly having to adapt to survive in an unfamiliar environment. The beaches of Hawaii are wildly different from the streets of Ijinchi and Kamurocho that the series is known for, with palm trees and shopping malls replacing the city back streets that Japan had to offer. The world that RGG Studios have built is super impressive. Tons of variety in the different boroughs of Hawaii, from the super fashionable high streets, the rundown slums, gang turfs and more. There is a ton of variety in the world, offering a wildly varied slice of island life for you to immerse yourself in. But a great world means nothing without a great story told in it. Kasuga's story will see him taking on a variety of challenges across both Japan and Hawaii. Luckily, he won't be doing it alone, as he will once again be teaming up with his old friends Adachi and Nanba, alongside a few newcomers along the way. The story of Infinite Wealth will also see you being reintroduced to the previous Yakuza protagonist, Kazuma Kiryu. Now working with the clandestine Daidoji group, Kiryu is also on the hunt for the same person as Kasuga, which will see you teaming up together alongside your new and old friends to take on local gangs, rival Yakuza, and more. As you play through the game, you'll come across various factions in the world of Hawaii and Japan, all attempting to stand between you and your goal. My favourite new addition to this rogues gallery is Yamai, an exiled former Yakuza trying to assert his dominance in the streets of Hawaii. While he's initially portrayed as a cliched wild man, you soon get to understand his motivations and, without spoiling anything, ends up being one of my favourite character backstories. I love the story in this game. From the way Kasuga runs headfirst into every situation, just trying to help his loved ones, and how each side character has their own fully fleshed out motivations, to how the bad guys are not just cannon fodder for the team's fists and guns, but actually have their own motivations and reasoning for their actions. The story is so well written, with some genuinely emotional moments that left me sad and, at other times, ecstatic. I played the game in English, and the English voice actors did such an amazing job with conveying genuine emotion in the scenes that kept me hooked throughout almost 90 hours of playtime. Never once did I feel disconnected from the story, with every twist or delay in your end goal actually leading to something more interesting, rather than just being a way to pad out the game time as some other games have been known to do. Most of this playtime wasn't all story though. Infinite Wealth is jam-packed with side quests galore, from the crazy taxi-inspired crazy delivery to collecting freaks and using them to battle in Sujimon tournaments. And you thought Palworld was being legally dubious? There's also the classic side quests like Mahjong and Karaoke. The biggest new addition, however, is definitely Dondoko Island, a full-on homage to Animal Crossing that will see you renovate an island to try and entice visitors and rebuild its economy. I spent way too many hours playing this mode and building up my island, from making new DIY recipes, cleaning up trash, and inviting people I met around the world to my island. There is so much more in this mode than there needs to be. RGG have put so much care and attention into every side quest that none of it feels tacked on. Alongside all these minigames, there are a ton of side missions that help expand the world of Infinite Wealth. From the ridiculous to the heartfelt, the way these side missions do a wonderful job of fleshing out the city and the characters is amazing. There's also unique side story quests for each of your companion characters that will unlock more the further you increase your bonds with them. I found these a great addition to help build these connections to the characters, and in my playtime made it a priority to complete those so I can learn more about each of their motivations. Combat wise, Infinite Wealth goes back to its predecessor Like a Dragon's turn-based gameplay, with a twist. You can now move your characters around a certain area to help line up attacks, hit multiple enemies with AoE moves, and so much more. As you level up the bonds with each of your characters, you'll also be able to pull off team-up attacks that will do huge damage to enemies in front of you. I love this twist on the turn-based combat. It definitely makes me feel like I'm in more control of how the battles will play out, adding a new twist to the classic turn-based proceedings. I know that when Like a Dragon first introduced the turn-based formula to the series, it was quite divisive, but I genuinely had a ton of fun with how battles played out. There's also a ton of new jobs that have been introduced into the series, like Pyromancer, Sujimancer, and more. Each of these new jobs adds a ton of variety to each of the playstyles, with greater levels letting you mix and match abilities to build out that perfect squad. With the combination of the various job classes, environmental attacks, team-ups, and more, there is a ton of options to how you approach battles. This is the first time I've ever got to the end credits of a Like a Dragon game, and I'm sad it's taken me this long to do so. From the super engaging main story, to the combat, side quests, minigames, and more, there is so much here for RPG fans and more. I have to give this game a 10 out of 10. While we're barely 2 months into the year, I can confidently say this is currently the game to beat when it comes to award season. Let me know if you're going to be checking out Infinite Wealth in the comments below, and until next time, goodbye.